Hello Group 1, welcome to MH Tarot and to your reading. I'm so glad to have you here. So you chose Andromeda as your galaxy, and there is a message coming through for you when it comes to that choice, because this reading is about what can you expect in the next 6 months, but there's actually a timing that has to do with speed and things picking up a lot of momentum and energy. So this could be speaking about you actually being in a very high vibrational action mode. You're doing something or you're focusing on something with very not just good intentions, but it's almost like you've crafted your intentions into creating things just the way that they should be created. When you are goal-oriented, ambitious, you know what you want, you know what to do to get it, so you put in the effort that is required, the type of effort that has to do with you actually doing things, taking steps. So I think you've been very experimental and doing things to turn this into a reality. So for you, Group 1, this could actually be quicker than 6 months for you. And I also just want to note that if you watched another pile before you chose Group 1, you could be guided to Group 1 because of the timing. So maybe there was another message in Group 2 or 3, and then you were guided to Group 1 because of the timing. So that's exciting. You're welcome here to be here also. Okay, let's get into your reading. I will first take out a significator card for you. It felt like that word should be shorter. So let's just see what animal wants to come through for you as a significator. Let's see. No. Okay. Maybe it is because it's more than one animal. That's why. Okay. Let's go with that. I actually felt more, but these cards are so damn big, so we can't go with all of them. Okay. Let's take 2 and see. Okay, so the first one you have, oh my God, dragon, supernatural. I love this energy for you. Oh my God, I just feel how you're I'm ready. Let's just get there. I'm already there with all of my energy, with my mind, my heart. It's just my body is not there yet. Can we just get this to happen? And it's yeah, supernatural, yeah, you're right, let's make this happen. Okay, it says you are the ancient wise sage. You can shapeshift at will. Mastery is your destiny. Rise with dignity. Listen, you've done something to speed up the process. I don't know what you're doing. Maybe you don't even know what you're doing, or not that was maybe you don't know that you did something specific to speed up the process. Something has happened with the dragon also sitting on top of the moon, the crescent moon. This could actually be someone helping you out on the other side to get this speeding up, because it doesn't violate with your free will, it doesn't violate with any contracts, it doesn't violate anyone else. So why not make it happen faster and quicker? Sometimes that's nice too. There's a lot of nice things to get out of patience. Patience is truly a virtue. It can give you so much in your life. But sometimes, there is not one thing, maybe except love, that always is a good thing. There's polarities. Sometimes there's the other side that is needed. And it really looks like there's no reason for this not to be able to pick up speed, So either you're doing something or someone else is doing something for you. Okay. Your other significator is the swan, grace. 2, 2. Okay. You who glides across the waters of my soul, bring me your wisdom and light. Help me transform into elegance and grace. Inspire me with dignity and the spirit of beauty. Okay, so we're getting into now what it is that you can expect, like for you in maximum 6 months. So there is swan, grace. So the underlying energies, you know, I could go into like, oh, this could be a job, partnership, friends, blah, 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 blah. You know, like this is a general reading. You know best what is for you. Let me just explain the underlying energies of this thing. And if you're a friend of tarot, you know what I mean when I say the Two of Cups, okay? That is what is coming in for you, what you can expect. So the Two of Cups, it is speaking of something tangible being in your life, part of you, very close to you. This is actually something that is very intimate. So even if it is like a contract, this contract will have to do, like contract could be cold, right? But still, I will say that it's intimate, because if it is something cold, like a contract, it will still have to do with something like your purpose, your life path, something that is intimate to you, and it will contribute to that part of your life, okay? Another thing that is coming through has to do with harmony. Third thing that is coming through has to do with something that matches you perfectly. It's a perfect match. Okay. I will shuffle your decks now, and as always, you're welcome to join me in the shuffling process. You can take out your own deck, pull out your own cards, and see how they complete the cards that I take out. It's a great way to make this general reading into a personal one. Otherwise, you can just stay with me in the shuffling process, listen to the card shuffling, ground yourself, and just set an intention to know what is truly for you in this reading. Okay. Okay, guys, look what flipped out for you. Wealth. We will get there. We will get there. And I'm already picking up on, you know what? Let's just go there so I don't forget. You know, when it comes to wealth for you, it has to do with opening up some space in your life for something else. Okay, so it is about giving you like easiness. How do I say this in English? Contributing to your life with easiness so that you can like buy up more time or space or energy to do something else that is more important for you. That is what wealth is speaking about. So this could actually be speaking about like a certain amount of money coming in for you. By doing that, by that happening, you can actually reduce your working hours, like maybe a couple of hours each week or 1 hour each day or something like that, buying up more time for you to do something else that you love. Just an example, but that was actually a strong message that came through for you, that it could be a pay raise or a certain amount of money coming in. So this will be interesting to get to some more. I want to start off with your Lenormand cards to look more into like the basic energies of this. So we have birds, 12. So you know, there is an upgrade also in how you're just like generally feeling about life, where you can go from like being anxious or have anxiety about like a specific aspect of your life or specific area in your life, like a space that you visit quite often in your life that is creating some anxiety for you. There is an upgrade and a leveling up, like a maturity. You know, when something like, because it is immature, it doesn't matter how you respond to it. It doesn't, like, the energies are immature and they have to just like run their course. So it's best for you to not be there as long as they are like that. Like, there's nothing you can do to improve the situation. Like, that's what's coming through for you. But there is an upgrade, a leveling up by you not sharing space with this thing that is some sort of space that you visit quite often. Okay. And we have man with 28. So this is just you. Like, the focus is on you here with this, yeah, that we've talked about. Okay, let's get into this now. Okay, so we had wealth. This is a sacred journey marker, 34. And you can find the marker here on the tree, and you see how well supported this tree is by another tree. Like, they're supporting each other, really. And that is like the great benefit of wealth and money and that type of abundance. It is that you can like feel how things are freeing up for you, and that you feel stabilized and secure. You feel safe. And by doing that, you can start to like get outside of your comfort zone. You know, it is so easy sometimes when people are like, oh, the best thing to just like get out of your comfort zone. But you know what? To do that, usually it requires of you to feel safe. Okay? It doesn't mean that you have to know everything that will happen when you step outside of your comfort zone. But still, feeling safe is quite important for you when you step out of your comfort zone, to actually turn it into a positive experience. Otherwise, it's just something you're forcing on you. And that is what wealth and abundance can contribute to your life. It can contribute with a safety net, you feeling safe. When you do that, space and time and energy are being freed up for you. When that happens, you can start pushing your boundaries a little bit and step out of your comfort zone. Okay. The next card is the eagle. This is an animal guide. And it says spirit, integrity, connection to the angelic realm. Again, someone watching over you. Someone like behind the curtains doing things for you. It's a number 9 also. Could be feminine energy. But this is also speaking to your connection to believing in things. This is speaking about like your faith, your hope. You know, just like believing that things can actually get better, that things can get easier. Like, that's an amazing thing to believe. And you got the dragon, you know, like believing in magic, that it is happening for you. It's more than possible for you. And you have that connection inside of you. Okay. Is there something more with the eagle? So it's like what you can expect in maximum 6 months that is connected to the eagle. It is like we've already seen like an upgrade of a space, and there is movement into something. How do I say, like, I don't know what it means, but it's like a short move but big shift. I don't know what that could mean in reality, like in a practical sense, in a practical way, but that is what I'm getting. A short move with a huge shift. Okay. Maybe you know what that means, or you will know in maximum 6 months. We have creativity with number 26, and it says movement, music, writing, following your passion, feeling, freeing your inner child. You know, there could be something you're really wanting to experience or wanting to create that you just now like don't have the time for, or maybe don't have the energy for, because something else is requiring your energy. And that is like part of the upgrade and part of like the small move, big shift type of thing. So the abundance that will come to meet you, it will help you free yourself in this matter to focus on. It could be a creative project, but it could also be like you wanting to focus more on your children too, you know, with the yellow, the second chakra. It could be like your relationships. It could be just like yourself, you know, like waking up in the morning and just having time for yourself, like for 1 hour, 2 hours before you're off. You know, it could be anything that you just know would give you this sense of freedom, and you just like testing your wings. You have a lot of birds. Freedom, testing your wings. Also, that's a type of bird. Wings. Yeah. Freedom. Testing your boundaries, like shifting your boundaries. That is also part of the small move, big shift. Like, it could be speaking of you like doing that a little bit at a time, because the abundance that is represented here by wealth and support and safety net and you feeling safe, that could be you like, that could be helping you in, like doing it in a process to step out of your comfort zone step by step. Like, let's say it's a project, okay? Let's say this is a creative project. That could be you, okay, like I will start, just create this content or create this art, whatever it is, book, you know? And that is like the first step. Then, okay, now I will try the next step, and that will be to let people listen to it. So you upload it to some platform, and, you know, so it is like you testing the waters and see like, how does it feel for me? Do I feel safe? Do I still feel that I want to do this? Yeah, I do. Okay, so what's the next step? Oh my God, I know exactly what the next step is, because I feel safe enough to both say yes and say no. I'm free to do what I want with this. Yeah. Yeah, like You will be guided also, you know? And you will try out your wings, like spread them out and be like, that didn't feel good. Okay, then let's go back. That's also great. That is also like a healthy sign, you know? Yeah, okay. The next card you have is children with 18, unconditional love, purity, innocence, nurturing. So we have two children represented here. Either it's your inner child or an actual child. Or also, okay, so the biggest thing that is coming through with children coming through is that where you will be in maximum 6 months, what you can expect out of this situation is this easiness that I was talking about. It has an innocence to it where you don't have to be like calculating things and planning like 100 steps ahead just to make sure that things will work out well. You can just like be much more like a child and almost like live day by day, and see also just that you will be able to feel how it feels for you. Does this feel great? No. Then I'm out of here. Like, I'll try again tomorrow, you know? That type of innocence, that you don't have to plan for everything to work out. You can take it as it comes, and you will have this safety net to do both a yes and a no. It will be completely up to you to decide, depending on how things make you feel, if they make you feel good or not. Okay. The next cards we have solitude. Okay. And we have protection, standing strong. You know what? I think also like your inner child, before it goes out and like conquers the world, it needs to know that it's safe. It needs to know that it's protected. It needs to know that it's okay to say no, that it's supported to say yes. It needs to know that it can exist in a flexible way. And for that to happen, you need this safety net with wealth and abundance. You need this extra thing to come in so that you can be upgraded from a space that right now could make your inner child very anxious and nervous. Okay, your tarot cards. So, the Two of Pentacles, be here now. Okay, let's push them up. Two of Pentacles, Five of Pentacles, perseverance, another bird. Maybe you want to see the name of the cards because they're different. Okay, let's put them like that. The Moon card, anxiety. Yeah, anxiety under the anxious birds. Yeah, there's definitely a space you're in that you're like, can I get away from these wolves? Like, I get that they have their natural way of living, but right now they're creating something uncomfortable for me. Like, if I can, I will make sure to get out of this space, and you will. Four of Wands, dance. This is, you know, according to the guidebook, I love this card because of the description in the guidebook. This card is speaking about you coming home to yourself. Why this will happen is because of how safe your inner child will be. You will almost be like reclaiming your inner child, and your inner child will be like, you know what, I'm safe now. I won't go away again. I will stay with you, and that will make you feel more complete. And that will actually make you feel like you accomplished something great by allowing this abundance to happen, because you're not only allowing all of this to happen, you're working on this, you're in an action mode that is very beneficial for you, that will give you results. And this, all of this, is you reassuring your inner child, like, I got you. And your child will be like, yeah, I see you do actually. So yeah, I'm gonna stay here with you. And when that happens, do you see how free you will be, how complete you will be? Again, freedom. And when that happens, that is when you will be able to start like spreading out your wings, trying new things, like pushing your boundaries, getting out of your comfort zone, because you will have this experience of being at home with yourself. Okay, so the next card you have is Eight of Pentacles, Labor of Love. It could be art, you know, we have Venus, Vincent van Gogh, Frida Kahlo, Egyptian dude. Could be art that you're dealing with, or some like creative project. Okay, we have 3 more cards. I think I have to push everything up. Give me a couple of seconds. Okay. I have no idea how this helped. Let's see. Okay. So you have, oh, I love this card, the Strength card, compassion. Look at you taking care of yourself. Look at you not forcing yourself to say yes, not forcing yourself to step out of your comfort zone. You're like, I got you. We're safe now. You're safe. You can be exactly who you are. You don't have to change. And we will take it step by step as you feel comfortable to do. Okay. The next card you have is the Three of Pentacles, Cooperation. And I have no idea where to put this. It's the Sun card with joy. Another child. Just like, what can I say about the Sun card, like, that hasn't already been said? Except that, like, just look at this card. Take this as a big fat yes, like the biggest yes. Just yes. You're going there. And there's no place for me to put it down, so I'm just gonna keep it up here, and I'm gonna end your reading with the Sun card up here looking at you, and just like welcoming you to this new space that you will create for yourself and that you so deserve. Look at everything you've done to make sure that you're safe enough to step into the future. Well done. Good job. Thank you so much for spending some time with me. I'll see you in my next reading. Bye. Hello, Group 2. Welcome to MH Tarot and to your reading. I am so glad to have you here. We're going to see what you can expect to happen in the next 6 months. And you chose an interesting galaxy as your significator. And it is Jades-GS, at least that's how I think it's pronounced. But the thing with this galaxy is that it's the one that is the furthest away from us that has ever been found. I think it's like 33 billion light years away. And I think that detail is very significant for you and why you clicked on this video. I will take out your significator card from this animal deck, but I'm already sensing that your message has to do with something that is part of your life right now. That is, it is creating some sort of fear and uncertainty about the future for you. It is something that worries you and that keeps you almost tied down, like constrained in a way. And the message that will come through for you in this reading has to do with this specific thing that is scaring you and causing worry for you, where you don't quite know what the future with this thing, or because of this thing, or after this thing will be for you. Like that's how the energies that are surrounding this thing is quite heavy and can be a bit damaging and chaotic, and has already had an impact on you in a negative way. And yeah, let's see what, like, it's clear that in 6 months this thing will be as far away from you as 33 billion light years away. Okay, that's what I'm trying to say. That this thing will be so far away from you that you can't even see it. And even if that thing would want to contact you or see you, it won't be possible. Okay? So your main card is Ram with perseverance, and it says you have many gifts. No problem can withstand the power of your mind. With patience, you can reach your mountaintop. Never give up, and good luck will follow. Okay, so this could have been going on for quite some time, like many years even. And you've tried to do your best, you've tried to cooperate, you've tried to see how this can be in your life, and you can still do good and be fine and be okay and be untouched. But you've come to the conclusion, like, this is impossible. Me and this thing, whatever it is, it can also be a person, you know, but we can't exist in the same space, and I will be okay. Like, I have to leave, or this thing has to leave. But the thing is that you've tried certain things that has actually picked up some momentum for you, which will propel this thing out of your life. So there's something you've been busy doing, been focused on, concentrating on, that will be the solution. That will be the thing that will make sure that this thing will be out of your life. Let me shuffle the rest of your decks to see what else wants to come through for you. I always shuffle in silence, and you're welcome to join me in the shuffling process by taking out your own decks and turn this general reading into a personal one. You can take out your own cards and see how they complete my reading. Or you can just stay with me while I shuffle in silence, and you can set an intention for this reading to find out what is truly for you. Okay. Okay guys, I'm back. So let's see, let's start with your Lenormand cards to just look at the baseline of the energies that has to do with these upcoming 6 months. So we have 21 mountain and 30 with lily. You know, this could be something, this thing that is scaring you could actually be connected to like a foundation in your life that has to do, like, without this thing it's hard to survive. You know, it can be something that is connected to your finances, your salary. It can have it also can have, oh my god, it can also be affecting like your physical health. I'm also getting like what you eat, your food, you know, like it is affecting something that you have to do to survive, okay? And even if it has been difficult for you, it has been like you going up this mountaintop, it's been hard going up, and like maybe even having a lot of wind in your face, like fighting against you. But you will soon come up to the mountaintop, and there you will see what kind of characteristics you have to make sure what you can use to make sure that this thing not only leaves but actually also doesn't come back. Okay. You know, as far as timing goes, like we have like the timing of 6 months, but things will start to happen like by the end of certain months. You will see things that will show you and reassure you that it's leaving, like it's almost like it will leave in steps. This thing leaving is like part of a process in some sort, some way. Okay. So we have playground, 21, youth, playfulness, inner child, fun, laughter. So we have 2 cards with number 21. So that could be significant for like a month, a day in a certain month for you when this will happen. We have communication with 13, talking, taking action, listening, opinionated. Female, feminine energies, female figure in your life, mother figure, 20. You know, I think you've tried like different things in many aspects to both understand if this thing should be part of your life, but also when you understood that no, I can't exist with this thing in the, like me and this thing can't be or share the same space. You've also tried to like ignore it. You've tried to talk your way out of it, or talk this thing out of your life. You've tried like communicating with others to get guidance and to know what to do with this thing. Maybe also to understand like, should this thing be in my life or not? But you know, at the end of the day, the only one you can truly trust that will guide you in a very correct manner is yourself. Like this thing, why it has been part of your life, why it has come in almost like a test, you know, air quotes, test. It is for you to step into your own power in a very assertive way, and also to train you to understand what is for you and what is not for you. To be like, you know, the most important person in your life, to know that no one can do for you what you can do for you. So it's like a practice or training camp when this thing entered your life. It has been for you to reevaluate your life and reevaluate the connection you have to yourself as a guidance system. We have release, so we have fall. That would be in 6 months also, actually. So like the day 20 or 21 in one of the fall months will be significant for you when it comes to this thing, like leaving and never find you again. Let me just push these up so I can use some more space. And you have new beginnings. This one popped out for you when I was shuffling the decks. Okay. You also have the sacred journey marker of letting go with 44. So we have release and letting go, very much connected to each other. And the eagle as an animal guide for you with number 9. And it says spirit, integrity, connection to the angelic realm. Let's see where to put it. Yeah, I can put it here. Okay, so fall, by fall, this thing that is almost like, I'm getting like threatening you in some way, threatening your sense of safety and security, but also threatening your peace of mind with the eagle coming through. But for you, this release and letting go will have happened like before fall, as part of the process of you understanding when you're on top of the mountain, like what characteristics do you have, what tools do you have to not only make sure that this thing leaves, but also that this thing can never come back. Neither can anything that looks like this. That is also not welcome back. So you know, this whole thing that I've been talking about, it is truly like a training camp for you to find out how strong your legs are, how much air can fill your lungs, like how much you can persevere, and staying independent and staying strong. But more than anything, guiding yourself to understand what is for you and not for you. And when you find out that something is not for you, then how do you get rid of that thing? That is what life is like, orchestrating for you to learn, to understand, to figure out. So this whole thing is actually a process that will be going on for 6 months. Okay, let's look at your tarot cards. So you have 5 of Cups, disappointment. Four of Cups, frozen. 10 of Cups, gratitude. Yeah, okay. So everything that comes up for you during this process of disappointment, sadness, also like when you feel truly disappointed with life, like don't push any of that down, because every time you will feel sadness during this process of 6 months, there is a truth to that that is there to guide you into very deep self-knowledge. So just stay open and very receptive, and also keep an eye out for full moons. That is also coming through for you. But the thing is that there is a shift that will happen for you when it comes to this thing, that even before it completely leaves your life to never come back again, it will still be part of your life. But for you, because you understood the lesson, because you stepped up to the task of this, to know what to do with this, your new beginning will start before this thing leaves. The only thing that will lingers on, because you will cut cords with this thing, and then it will linger on for some time, but that is that thing that has still some sort of cord attached to you, but that will also like dissolve, and almost like a decay that I'm seeing, and then it will leave. Okay, we have departure, 6 of Swords. You know, there's no more, when this thing, like after you step into this 10 of Cups type of energy with new beginnings, this thing will have to cut its cord with you, because it will just understand that there's no more home for it. Like, if he wants to have a home, if he wants to have a connection to someone, if he wants to build or like a foundation or a cord to someone, it has to fly away and find that someplace else. There's nothing more for it to find staying connected to you. Okay, and the last card we have is Liberation. This is the Judgment card, yeah. So we have Liberation and New Beginnings here for you. So these are talking about like what will happen for you after you step into the Ten of Cups phase, where you're like, I'm brand new, I got this, I understand this, I know what to do now, I know what tools I have to be able to deal with this, to cut the cords and just move on, even if this thing or person or whatever is still lingering on. It doesn't bother me, it doesn't bug me, it doesn't even affect me even a little bit. And that is the type of freedom and liberation you will experience even before this thing has left. I want to take out some more cards for you. Like, what can you expect with this new beginning? Like, what will take its place? This thing that is scaring you and affecting you, like just instilling in you some type of worry and not being able to feel safe and secure. When this leaves, there will be an empty space for you, right? What will take its place? Let's see. Let's take out some more cards. I just really want to stress the fact that you learning how to let go of this thing and release it, meaning you really understanding that this thing is not for you. Why it entered your life is not for it to stay. It is to teach you how to actually let go of this thing once and for all. That is the crucial step of this process, okay? That is the step that will take you into the Ten of Cups. Okay, so let's see. Let's take out 3 cards. We have 8 of Swords with separation. 8 of Cups, sorry. We have the Wheel of Fortune, change. And the Ace of Swords with clarity. And on the bottom of the deck, we have the Hanged Man with waking up. Okay, so the first thing that is coming through for you is that ever since this thing or person, whatever it is, ever since it entered your life, there is a part of you or an aspect of your life that has been completely shunned, like been either pushed away or pushed down. This could even be like you not having any time for the true connections in your life, or the people that really, really mean a lot to you. You haven't been able to be available because of this thing taking up a lot of space in your life. However, when this thing leaves and you will stand in that empty space, you will actually start to reevaluate everything, because you will have a sort of like pause. There will be a pause. When this thing leaves, the next to come will not take its space or place immediately. It will leave you in some sort of a vacuum. Maybe you're there right now in this vacuum that I'm talking about. This vacuum has the purpose of like, or void, maybe it's more like, yeah, okay. It has the purpose of helping you reevaluate the things that are taking up space in your life, even people. When you get out of this void and things start to happen for you again, and things want to move in to your life to take up this empty space, those things will actually be much more authentic and also much more beneficial for you, because of this process you learned of letting go and releasing, of understanding what is for you, not for you, this reevaluation you will do, it will actually change the way you view everything in your life. It doesn't mean that you will let go of everything and kick everyone out of your life. No. But there will be some sort of renovation for you. It will be like a breakthrough moment where you're like, you know what, this thing that I now understand will help me with all of my connections. It's like you will step into a much more authentic place and spot in other people's lives by just like minor adjustments. So this thing leaving and the process that you will go through together with this thing leaving, it will benefit like all of your connections and everything that has a space in your life that you're sharing space with. Because there will be like minor adjustments you will do that will have a huge effect, that will bring about a huge shift for you. And then this thing, it won't be part of your life. Like it will leave so much so that you will feel like liberated and open for this new beginning because of the new energies that are inside of you that now has gone through some sort of breakthrough, you know? So it will benefit like especially the connections you have to other people. But I'm also getting like job, finances. There will be a breakthrough in your energy surrounding that too. So in 6 months, you can expect for this thing that is quite scary and has some like sticky and stuck energies to move out of your life. Before it does, you will go through a huge shift, a huge process that will benefit you for the rest of your life. So you can view this as some sort of training camp for you to truly step into your true power and your true authenticity of how to be when you share space with other things and other people. Okay, group 2, this was your reading. I hope it was helpful. Thank you so much for being here. I'll see you in my next reading. Bye. Hello, group 3. Welcome to MH Tarot and to your reading. I'm so glad to have you here. We're going to see what you can expect in the next 6 months. And as your galaxy, you chose Cygnus A. And I will take out, like that is your significator for this reading, but I will also take out another significator card, an animal, to look into what you can expect to manifest or to happen for you in the upcoming 6 months. Guys, look at the back of the deck. It says Hummingbird Miracles. I want to have this one with you. I don't always look at the one on the back of the deck, but now that I did, this will be part of your reading. So we have Hummingbird Miracles. You are the joy bringer. You bless the world with positivity and love. Energy soars on your shining wings. Spread the miracle of happiness. But you know, with this, I also see abundance. So let's see. There, okay. And we have pronghorn with action. Now is the time to act. Opportunities are here. Move forward with confidence. Your talents will always help you land on the pinnacle. Your quick wit and keen senses will lead you to success. Okay. So things are going on, like if I'm just going to read the energies for you right now, and not in 6 months, but right now, things are going on both on your inside and on your outside. Like there's a lot of things happening for you behind the curtain that you might not see, might not even, it's like 3 places inside of you, in your outside, but also behind the curtain. Maybe you see like signs of something marvelous, but it's like just a little glimpse that you see it almost like it comes and goes, so you're not sure what it was, how to interpret that. But yeah, but we get a lot of like happiness and success. That's even like the last word here is happiness. The last word here is success. I will shuffle the rest of your decks. I just want to take out 2 Lenormand cards for you first. Okay, that one, and I have to shuffle once more. And that one, okay. So we have 13 with child, and 8 with coffin. Wow, this goes deep, and this is actually very interesting because with a child, it is talking about like your innermost vulnerable place in your heart, where you actually have like the deepest wish lies there. Okay, in the next 6 months, what you can expect is that something in your life that is right now blocking you, blocking your view, blocking your energies, will disappear and just die away for this deep, deep wish that you have inside of you to start taking place. It's like you've waited your whole life for this specific thing that I'm talking about. You know, you have 3 hummingbirds, you have a number 3 in child also. So number 3 can be very significant for you because it speaks of an upgrade in your energetic field, in your energetic system, that will almost like make it impossible for this thing that is right now blocking you have any more place in your life. And that is why things are going on behind the curtain for you right now to cleanse your space. So just trust the process, and you will know when it's time to get in action, because you will feel that something is lacking in your life. When you feel a bit nervous or almost like anxious because you're like, there's something that should be here that it isn't here anymore, like what is this, like that is a sign for you to start getting into action mode, and you will know what it is that you have to do, because this thing will have left, making you feel like this thing, you're so used to it that when it leaves, you won't even know that this thing left, because that's how much you're used to it. Because this deep wish has been with you for your whole life, this can also be speaking about an obstacle that has been like accompanying you, if not your whole life, like almost your whole life. So when this thing leaves, you will feel something weird has happened, but you won't be able to pinpoint it. But at that time, you will start to get guidance into some specific actions to take. So be very observant when you start to feel a little bit anxious and nervous, because that will be your green light to like go, go, go. Now is the time for your innermost vulnerable wish to start to come into fruition. Okay, I'll shuffle now the rest of your decks, and I will do it in silence, and you're so welcome to join me in the shuffling process by either taking out your own decks and shuffle them and take out your own cards, or just stay with me in the shuffling process so that you can really ground yourself and make sure to know what in this reading is for you. Okay. I looked again. You have the Sun card underneath the deck. Let's take that with us. Okay, guys, let's have a look at this card. Let's start with this card. So you have female with feminine energies, female figure in your life, mother figure. You know, there's something, you're giving birth to something. Like for some of you, this could absolutely mean like you're getting pregnant. But for most of you, this is just you giving birth to this deep, vulnerable wish that is so deep inside of you, that has been part of your life for your whole life, that makes a lot of sense to you when you think about it. Like, you can't even imagine this thing not happening. Like, even if it would be just for one day, you just want to experience this thing. And of course you want it to stay much longer than one day. But this is like, it has to do a lot with your vulnerability and how this wish makes you feel. It almost feels like home for you, this wish. It feels to you like when this thing comes to life, you will almost come to life. Like, you will blossom, you will mature in a sense of, like, with the Sun card, when it comes to joy and happiness, that you will mature in those feelings and those experiences also. Okay, let's see your Avalon cards. You have the Animal Guide, the Dog, card number 19, Loyalty, Sincerity, Unconditional Love. And we have the Serpent, another animal guide for you, card number 23, with Knowledge and Healing. We have Miracles. Wait, we have 2 miracles. Wow. And we have a double rainbow. Very rare, but that happens. This could actually be a sign about timing for you, when this thing leaves your life and everything that you will experience when that happens. When it's time to like go, you might experience something that is very rare. Maybe it will be like a double rainbow, but it will be something that will like blow your mind how rare it is, but still you will experience it. When that happens, you will start to give birth to a creation. For that to be able to happen, you will be guided into what actions to take. Okay, that is also what the Serpent is speaking about. I also have a lot of 3s. Yeah, 3s are significant for you. But with Knowledge and Healing, that is like the truest type of guidance that will come in for you, like from inside and out. Like the curtain will be pulled away so that you will know what is going on over there. And when you see that, things will start to make sense for you when it comes to like how things have played out in your life. And I'm also getting like why this wish hasn't come true for you up until now. There will be like an understanding, like, oh, I see why. I see how it was like impossible. And I also see why it is now completely possible. Yeah. And you have Delight. Look, more birds. Small birds. You know, maybe birds will also be connected to your signs when it's time to like take action and get going, make things happen. But there's a lot of like upward moving energies in your reading, with plateaus and birds coming through, horns, the moon. There's like upwards, like, you know, heaven like miracles. Like, it wouldn't surprise me also, because I thought about it with the child in the coffin. This could have to do like with some sort of inability. I don't know if that's a word, but inability with your body, something like your body can't do, something that your body It could be like an ailment, a restriction, a sickness, a disease that will be like, there will be a sort of improvement when it comes to that too. Okay, so your tarot cards, we got the Sun card with joy. So we have joy, we have delight, we have miracles twice, we have success, we have things, you giving birth to new creations in your life. The Page of Cups, imagination. Yeah. You know what this thing is, like for you, you could be totally like flabbergasted, if that's how you say it, that this thing isn't part of your life. Like, I don't think you could even imagine that this thing won't come to life. It's like you can, if you just reach out your hand, you almost feel like you can touch it. Like, that's how close it is to you. That is how close it is from going from imagination into reality. We have the Three of Wands with refresh. Another child coming through, you know, the old to create the new. This also speaks to how long this wish has been part of your heart, and it is ready to just burst open and be created, given life, so that it can start living as part of your life. There's also like a lot of nectar, like I'm getting nectar as in like medicine, as in medicine. Yeah, take that if it resonates. Seven of Cups, choices. This is speaking about the action that you will be guided towards, to know exactly what to do. And it could be actually several things you will have to do simultaneously to speed things up, to make sure that this thing comes into your life. You will have to do several things at once. And this, if this resonates for you, this is why your body will start to heal with the Serpent, because you will need that energy that a healed body has to get going, to be able to like do several things at once. The Queen of Swords, perfection. Things will line up for you like a clockwork, exactly like a clockwork, into perfection. Perfection also has to do with you understanding, I want to say, like everything about your wish, both the absence and the presence of it, that it would like make sense for you in a purpose type of way. And we have the Tower card with crisis. You know what? We can actually fit some more cards. Let me shuffle and take out some more, because I want to also clarify the Tower card, because I'm getting with the Tower that when things start to align for you, when you start to make sense of this deep wish and also start to see like how it can become a reality, that is when the Tower card will happen. So I just want to make sure that I understand the Tower card the way it wants to be understood. Let's see. Because, you know, the Tower card, like I'm sure every one of you are very familiar with the tarot cards, but with crisis signifying the Tower card here, there could have been a storm going on in your life for a very long time, like a conflict, something very electrical. Like when this thing happens, it runs through your body like electricity, like it almost makes you ill, it makes you sick, it puts you out of the normal vibe that you're usually in. It's like the last drop, and then it just like pours over and leaves. And it has to do, the crisis card has to do with the coffin, what will leave. So again, for some of you, this really has to do with your body. Okay, let's take a look at the other cards. So we have the death card, transitioning, another baby. If it resonates, this could be speaking about a literal baby coming into your life. Okay, and then the second one we have is the Four of Wands with dance. Let's put it there. And the Three of Pentacles with cooperation. Okay. Something is leaving, something is dying away, something is transitioning and transforming, meaning that, let's say it's a workplace, okay? Let's say that your deepest wish is some sort of profession. This could actually mean that you're not switching workplace, but like everyone that is connected to your work environment that is like dragging it down, making you feel like electricity runs through your body every time you're there. For some reason, they will leave or get fired or be positioned in another place or spot in the company, and that will make you feel like liberated, giving you new wings for you to start to create things that you know that you're capable of. So that's like the type of crisis or transformation or falling apart thing, because I see like, even if this crisis is connected to you, this coffin is connected to you, it will be beneficial for you, even though it will like affect other aspects or other people. It will also affect you, but like you will look at it and just see the benefits of it, but maybe others will be like, oh, I don't want this to happen. Like, I don't know how to explain this in a better way. But this is what I want to say. You are safe through all of this transition. This transition is happening for this thing that is truly part of your imagination, that will be like a miracle for you when this comes into your life. Okay, we have the Sun card, we have miracles twice, we have delight. So even though things could actually start to get shaky, you're safe. So things starting to get shaky is not a sign that this wish won't come into fruition for you. I think that is very important for you to know, and maybe the most important part of this message. If things start to get shaky, a lot of shakiness happens. It is not a sign that your wish won't happen, okay? The sign that your wish is actually about to happen is that you will start to feel nervous and anxious, okay? Because this shakiness will remove it. It's almost like an earthquake or a natural disaster, you know, it might be very big. How it leaves, it will be like in a bombastic sort of way. But that is for you at that moment when things start to get shaky, you start to get nervous and anxious. You will be guided to know what to do, what actions to take with the Seven of Cups and this longhorn, was that the name? Pronghorn. Because the actions you will be guided towards will be for this new baby, also that there's a child, to come to life, like this deepest wish that you have to come into fruition, to be part of your reality. And just like, you know, the happiness that you will experience is just intoxicating, and I'm just getting, it will make someone or something like a bit furious. That is also part of the Tower, but that's not your problem, okay? That's not your problem. I don't know why anyone would get furious about that, but that also came through. But you have a lot of things to look forward to. You will start to see, like this year, in 6 months, you will start to see how your deepest wish will be part of your life like a miracle. Like it will come for you like just pure joy, and you will look at it as a miracle, and you will also experience it as a miracle. Okay, group 3, I hope this was helpful. Thank you so much for spending some time with me, and I'll see you in my next reading. Bye.